Welcome back to Metal Mondays. It's been a little over a month since I did a video, but today I wanted to do one. I didn't want to do it right after the passing of course, Ozzy Osbourne, and I didn't want to do it the week of when they was laying him to rest. I finally got time here to do it today. So yeah, Ozzy's passed, and it's crazy, man. I remember the very first time I heard Ozzy. I was probably about 10 years old, and I was watching Headbangers Ball with a buddy of mine. I'm staying all night with him, and a video for The Ultimate Sin came on. And that was the very first video, and I think in that video he wears like a cowboy hat in some of it or whatever. I remember seeing him and seeing how wild his hair was, because at that time it was like spiked up, blonde and stuff like that, a little wild. And I was like, who in the heck is this guy? Anyway, after that I started getting cassette tapes and stuff. My buddy, his brother, had all of them, and we, borrow his and listen to them and stuff. And it just grew from there, man. Ozzy, Prince of Darkness, they called him. It's wild. He was 76 years old, but I tell you what, a few weeks, he just died like 2 weeks after his farewell concert with Black Sabbath and everything. I think it was called Back to the Beginning. He couldn't have planned it any better. He really couldn't have, because, he goes back to his hometown. He gets back with his original band members. He gets to have a hell of a concert. Even though he was sitting down on his big like throne chair or whatever, I thought that was cool. He couldn't do like he did before, because he was 76 years old. The man stopped taking his medication so he could do this show and stuff. And what a way to go out. That's like a storybook ending. Going back home, getting with your original band members, having a bunch of people that you inspired to do metal over the years, and just do a big concert, and 2 weeks later you're gone. And at first I thought it was a hoax. I really did. And just kept looking and looking and looking, and I was like, man. And a buddy of mine said, no, it's a hoax. And I'm like, I don't think so, dude. He's everywhere. So I don't know if they ever did a hoax on him before. I think there might have been one before. But it's crazy. Celebrities and stuff, it don't matter how old they get, when they pass, it's almost like they're supposed to live forever. That's what, it seems like people think. But they're just like me and you, and eventually one day they're going to die, and, you're getting older, they're getting even older, and just be thankful we had him for all these years with this great music and stuff that he left behind. I seen a picture of him on there on Facebook the other day. It said, when you think of me, or something to that matter, just press play or whatever. So we can always listen to his music and stuff. And I got on the Ozzy's Boneyard right after I found out. Well, a little bit after I found out I was leaving work. I was at work that day. And I got on Ozzy's Boneyard, and Changes came on. I was leaving the parking lot, Black Sabbath's Changes, and I blasted it. And I listened to that station for probably 4 or 5 days after his death, constantly, and it was just Ozzy and Black Sabbath music the whole time, which should be, they're paying tribute and everything to him. But man, even though, like I said, 76, he lived a full life. He lived a hell of a life as a rock star. He started this stuff, for heavy metal fans and stuff. Him and Black Sabbath, they, I tell you, if there's any scary music I ever thought that was in metal of any kind of sort that was just kind of creepy and stuff, was Black Sabbath, their song Black Sabbath. When I first heard that, I'm like, this is creepy, man. And good. You can call it doom metal or whatever you want to call it, but they invented freaking metal, man. And it changed a lot over the years. Yeah, it's going to change, and it's going to keep changing probably. But oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, we had a lot going on that week. We lost 2 other people, and I'll probably do a video about them too, but today is just about Ozzy. And he's gonna be missed, man. He was the king. Truly was the king, man. He really was. It's his childhood's dying away, man. I'm 49 years old, and there's so much of my childhood that's just been passing away and leaving. And of course, it's going to, because we're getting older and they're getting even older, and it's still always a shock. And I guess it was a shock because it was just 2 weeks after that show. And like I said, they put him, I think they buried him on their land there. It's like 250 acres. They had a flower arrangement that said Ozzy fucking Ozbourne that was near this like pond or whatever that's nearby. They didn't actually show where they buried him, but they did go through Birmingham, like I guess part of downtown or whatever. Sharon and Jack and the rest of his kids and stuff. Kelly, they all got out, put roses or flowers and stuff at this part where it's like a bridge. It's like Sabbath Bridge or whatever, and they got like a big bench there that's got all the members of Black Sabbath on it, and it was full of flowers and stuff. I watched it on YouTube. It came on over here in America like at 8 and 5 in the morning, different areas or whatever. My area was like 8, but I didn't get to see it live, so I watched it on YouTube later on. And I feel for the family and everything, but I mean, you got life goes on, and I don't know. It's just you gotta remember the good stuff, man. Never know in this world when you're not gonna be here no more, and it's just crazy. Really shocked a lot of people that day, and he's always gonna be remembered. And like I said, from that very first video, he did some good albums and stuff. I don't have all of them. I've got a few on CD, and I think a few on cassette. I need to get some more. I need to get more of his stuff. But jams and Ozzy, man. He's gone but not forgotten. He is the Prince of Darkness. Hopefully he's in a better place now, and he is free of all his pain that he endured the last few years of his life. That's the main thing you got to think about. The man was probably in a lot of pain when he was doing that concert, but he did it for his fans. And man, just to be at that show, you could say you was at that show, that'd be great to do. And I heard he was working on another album. I don't know if he had already got some songs done or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do with that. But yeah, he's laid to rest now, and hope you rest in peace, Ozzy.